From Neural Newscast, this is Deep Dive, exploring the moments that shape today.
Hello and welcome to Deep Dive from Neural Newscast. Today is August 21st, 2026.
Today, we are looking at a day that literally finished the map of the United States as we know it, while also celebrating some of the most dominant figures in sports and screen history.
It is a day of finality and records, Daniel. Let us start with that map-changing moment. On this day in 1959, Hawaii was officially admitted as the 50th state of the Union.
It is hard to imagine the United States without that 50th star, but it was a long journey. Hawaii had been a United States territory since 1898. Moving from territorial status to full statehood was not just a change in title. It was a massive shift in how the islands were governed and represented in Washington.
From a design perspective, it is fascinating. The admission of Hawaii required the first update to the American flag in 47 years. It brought this incredible, lush archipelago into the fold, adding a completely unique aesthetic and cultural layer to the national identity. Then from a policy angle, statehood meant Hawaii finally had a voting voice in Congress. They went from having a non-voting delegate to full representation, with 2 senators and a representative in the House. Today, those seats are held by people like Brian Schatz and Mazie Hirono. It really completed the vision of the modern United States. But as we look at the history of the islands, we also see the history of some incredible individuals born on this day who reached the very pinnacle of their fields.
Speaking of pinnacles, you cannot get much higher than Wilt Chamberlain. Born on this day in 1936, the man was a physical marvel who basically forced the NBA to change its rules because he was too dominant.
He really was a titan of the court. Most people know him for that legendary 100-point game, a record that still feels untouchable today. But it was not just the scoring. It was the sheer presence he had in the game.
Absolutely. He holds records for rebounding that look like typos to modern fans. He was a force of nature in the paint, a Hall of Famer who redefined what a center could do in professional basketball.
If Wilt defined power, our next birthday boy defined pure, unadulterated speed. Usain Bolt, born in 1986, is the man who made the world stop to watch a 10-second race.
Watching Bolt was like watching physics being rewritten. 8 Olympic gold medals, world records in the 100 meters, 200 meters, and the relay. He was not just fast, he was charismatic while being the fastest human in history.
There was such an elegance to his stride. He made sprinting look effortless, even when he was breaking records that people thought would stand for decades. He became a global icon for Jamaica and the sport of track and field.
It is a day for icons, clearly. We also have to mention Kim Cattrall, born in 1956. While Wilt and Bolt dominated the physical arena, Cattrall dominated the cultural conversation, particularly through her role as Samantha Jones.
Samantha was such a breakthrough character. Cattrall brought a certain sharpness and unapologetic confidence to Sex and the City that changed how women were portrayed on television. She is a British-Canadian actress who really carved out a unique space in pop culture.
She really did. Between the record-breaking sprinters, the basketball giants, and the screen legends, August 21st is packed with high achievers. But while we are talking about stars, we should probably look up at the actual sky.
I was thinking the same thing, Daniel. Our fact of the day takes us back to 2017, when a truly rare celestial event captured the attention of the entire continent.
Right, the Great American Eclipse. On August 21st, 2017, the moon's umbral shadow crossed the contiguous United States from coast to coast.
It was a narrow corridor of totality that started in the northern Pacific and entered the United States in Oregon. From there, it traveled through 14 states, including places like Wyoming, Nebraska, and all the way to South Carolina.
NASA provided extensive data on this event, tracking how the moon's shadow moved at thousands of miles per hour. It was not just a partial eclipse. For those in the path, it was a total blackout in the middle of the day.
I remember the images of the solar corona appearing as this ghostly halo. It is one of those moments where the design of the universe just stops you in your tracks. Millions of people traveled to be in that narrow path of totality.
It is incredible to think about the logistics of that. Small towns in the path saw their populations double or triple overnight. It was a massive urban planning challenge for a few minutes of shadow, but by all accounts, it was a unifying moment for the country.
Whether it is the final state joining the Union, a runner breaking the sound barrier, or the moon blocking out the sun play, August 21st seems to be a day for monumental shifts.
It really is. From the admission of Hawaii to the 100-point game of Wilt Chamberlain, these events remind us of how the boundaries of our world and our capabilities are constantly being pushed.
Thank you for joining us for this look at history, Daniel.
It has been a pleasure, Elise. For more history, visit deepdive.neuralnewscast.com. Deep Dive is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. Explore history every day on Neural Newscast.
This has been Deep Dive on Neural Newscast, exploring the moments that shape today.